Hi guys, I'm coming to you from my dining room, and I'm going to go through kind of how to use the PC Part Picker System Builder page. Okay, so when you get to this page and you're building your system, I'm just going to go through kind of how to choose things and what information you need. So we're only going to be using a few of these. We're going to be using the CPU, motherboard, memory, storage, probably the video card depending on what system you choose, and the case. If you want other stuff, you can always choose that. If you want like a sound card down here, sound cards are going to be down here. Anything else, not too worried about right now. We're worried about a system with the basic components. So when I choose for any of these, I'm going to click choose a CPU, and it's going to load up some products. Okay, and then I'm going to look at the core clock speed here. You can see the boost clock speed here if you want to add a boost to it. Number of cores is here, and then your power required here, which isn't going to be important on this one. But you're really looking at that core clock as your speed. Okay, and so when you choose, you're going to choose based on both core count and core clock, depending on what system you chose. When you're ready to choose, whichever one you choose, so maybe we'll choose this one, the AMD Ryzen 5 2600. I'm going to click Add, and it's going to take you back to your list and add that to your list. Now, if you have the price, great. I'm not worried about the price as much as I am just adding each one. And then you continue and choose your motherboard. Okay, and what it's going to do is it's going to automatically start loading compatible products for the CPU that you chose, which is nice about this particular tool. So again, here the main thing we're going to look at is memory slots and making sure we have enough memory slots to cover how much memory we're going to want. Most of the time you're going to find 4 and 2 are your options. And so you can click on the names to find more out about them. If you want to know more specifically how many sockets there are for, say, PCI. So this has 6 or 3. I think it has 6 total: 3 PCI X16 and PCI X1. Remember, with the PCIe, you can have an X16 slot, but it'll fit all the smaller cards in it. So if you're going to err on the side of anything, have more of those sorts of slots than any. But then you can choose any one of these. If we want to just add it, we can add it from here, or we could go back. Okay, we're going to continue doing that. Choose all our different parts. So I'm just going to pick some memory, and you're going to look at, here's the speed here. Okay, here is the type, which doesn't totally matter because they're already selecting compatible stuff for you. So then this is the total number of modules, which if you make sure you read this, 2 by 8 gigabytes means you have a total of 16 gigabytes. So 2 by 16 would be 32. So let's add that one. Okay. You can also add additional memory. So if you don't think 2 by 16 is going to be enough, or if you want a different type of memory, but there are 8 gigabyte sticks, then you'll want to do add more memory and choose more. For storage, same sort of thing. You might choose based on this. You can also filter. In the case of storage, you might want to filter based on what kind of drive. So if you want an SSD, right, you want a high performance HDD, click there. Otherwise, you can click an SSD or whatever. So maybe you want an SSD for whatever reason. So then you can see the capacity here, and then the type there, cache here. So maybe we go with this one. Let's go ahead and add that. Okay, and maybe we decided we want one that's going to be a little bit bigger. That's just a hard disk drive. It's a high performance hard disk drive. So we're going to choose 7200 RPM, and then there's a 2 terabyte one. We'll take that one. Okay, and so on and so forth until you get done. When you choose a case, it'll give you a case based on the parts you've already chosen. So again, the main thing here is that it fits, and it's going to give you all the ones that fit, which is nice. Some of them have a side window. If it does have a side window, it'll tell you whether it's actual glass, if it's tinted glass, or if it's acrylic. So I'm going to choose this one just to play it safe. Okay. And at this point, that's really all we have. If you want a video card, we can add a video card. It's not required for all systems, only certain systems. If it's a gaming system, of course, you're going to need one. If it's a audio video editor, you're going to need that. If it's a CAD, you're going to need that. So again, same sort of thing. We can set that. Okay. Now, once we get it all done, we want to make sure we take a picture of this to add into your list. If you need extras, so like you want like a sound card, we can click on sound card specifically and select a sound card, depending on what we need it for. It's going to add it though here at the bottom. If you can't get everything on there in one picture, you can either zoom out and try to get everything so that it's readable, so like this, or you could keep it at the same size and then do two pictures. That's fine too. Even if they overlap a little bit, that's fine. So if you have anything else, you want accessories and stuff, just choose what you want and add it. So, all right, I just wanted to show you how to use the PC part picker. And if you have the prices, great. No big deal if you don't. It'll also give you your total. Don't worry about this total here. Don't worry about the shipping. I'm not concerned with that right now. So, all right. Hope this helped. Of course, if you have any questions, you can email me or come to office hours on Thursday.